Hello, 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 beautiful people. Good afternoon. No, good morning in the morning. How are you? My name is Liu Santiesteban. I'm a Cuban American, and I'm the worst nightmare of socialists in the United States. I'm your witness from the future. I'm your traveler, time traveler. I'm coming from the future, and I know exactly what happened when all those socialist policies are implemented in the United States. So here we are today to talk about Maduro and why Trump and Rubio want so bad to bomb this guy. We are going to talk about that because Cubans and Venezuelans, we have a lot in common. So, welcome. This is the Freedom Show. And I suppose we have something here for you. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, hold on a second. Okay. I made something special for all of you guys. This. Mm, the Cuban show. I know the Freedom Show. Oh my God, I keep talking about this guy. The Freedom Show. Freedom Show. Freedom Show. Freedom Show. You look like I am almost at Christmas. You see, I feel like Christmas. I don't know if you feel the same, but we are almost there. And especially for Cubans, Nicaraguans, and Venezuelans, we are at Christmas already because we feel we're gonna get a gift, very special gift from Santa this November. This is a very special November for all of us, and we are very happy to receive this gift from Santa on November. In November, how do you say that? So I have my Christmas earrings and I have my almost Christmas dress because we're very happy. We're so happy that finally the United States is gonna take care of the backyard of Latin American. We have a great danger uh, taking place there in so many countries. And the worst thing is that for many, many years, this propaganda from communist Cuba has been, played in the United States and a lot of countries in Latin America, like there is a paradise, a socialist paradise, and that Cuba is full of social justice and the Cubans within like many years talking about this danger. And we can say some presidents, sometimes Republican presidents, give some importance to this and address this problem, some more than others, and that's a fact. But the thing is, the problem is being letting grow every year, year after year. And we are facing now a humongous problem, like my son will say, where we have criminals in power in several countries in Latin America, South America, or how you call uh, Western Hemisphere. And the thing is, now we have a terrible situation in the continent. The thing is, we have criminals coming across the borders, bringing drugs, bringing violence, and bringing communism and socialism into the United States to destroy the United States from inside. And this is not casual. This is not something that happened from one day to another, from day to night. This is not something that happened, suddenly. This is something very good planned by Fidel Castro. Yes, by Fidel Castro. He recognized that he could not defeat the United States. He could not defeat capitalism because militarily he cannot do it. Russia was not willing to do it. China was not willing to do it because United States have a big army, the biggest ever. So the thing is, socialism and communism could not win a war to against the United States, and they understood this. Fidel Castro understood this very well. So what he thought, because he was a strategist person, um, nobody can deny that he was a devil, evil person. So he was finding a way to destroy the United States from within. And he thought drugs can destroy the United States. And we can destroy the United States if we take education. If we take over education with socialist people and communist people and teachers who believe in our propaganda, in our ideas, in our ideology, we can put judges, we can put in place teachers at universities, at local colleges. We can put, and we can seduce, because Fidel Castro was a big Casanova. I don't know if that is going to be understood. I think it could. The thing is, he liked to seduce people. He is a con man. He was a con man. He was a scammer. And that's why I repeat over and over again that socialism and communism is a scam. It's not something logic. It's not something that you can reason your way into it, because it's not reasonable. It's not logical. It's not even a religion. It's how do you say secta? It's a secta. It's a sectarism. So they work that way into the United States, and they grow that from other countries. They grow that from Venezuela, from Colombia, from Nicaragua, and they got to a point that they had in Cuba the control of the identities in Venezuela. Let me explain this. Fidel Castro got to a point that they create in Cuba IDs for Venezuelans, passports for Venezuelans. So that means a lot of Cubans, spies, came into the United States like Venezuelans, or went to another countries like Venezuelans. Cuba was a red flag. A Cuban person, it was a red flag most of the time in any airport, because Cuba has been many times, like now, in the terrorist list. So Cubans were not welcome, but Venezuelans, they were welcome everywhere, because Venezuela was a democratic country. It was a rich country. Venezuelans never used to emigrate to anywhere. So Venezuelans' passports were perfect for Iranians to get into the United States, for terrorists from any other country in the Middle East to get into the United States, Cubans, spies. So they control everything through the ID system from Venezuela. And as long as they had that, they controlled the elections. They control a lot of things in Venezuela through their ID system. And the other thing they're doing now is something similar with Spain. In Spain, they're doing something very similar. It's not with the ID system, because of course Spain have a very strong system in place and nobody can put their communist hands inside that system. But the truth is, they are making a lot of Cubans Spaniard citizens. What that means? It means that they convinced the socialists in power in Spain to make this law to the sons and grandsons and daughters from Spaniard citizens in Cuba. So if I had a grandpa who came from Spain and I was in Cuba, or I was here in the United States, and my grandpa is an Spaniard immigrant in Cuba, or was, I have a right by law in Spain to be a citizen. What this mean exactly? It means that probably, I don't know, 1 million, 2 million people in Cuba could apply for this and actually get the Spanish citizen, and they can control elections like that, because 1 million votes could decide perfectly an election, even nationally, even for the party in power in Spain. It's a great power to have. So the thing is, I'm not promoting hate, 53G2. I'm promoting the truth. And I'm not promoting war. Communists are. And they are, actually, Maduro earned that bombs that are coming for him now. He earns that. Maduro has killed a lot of young Venezuelans just because they protest. Maduro has killed a lot, and tortured a lot of Venezuelan politicians in the opposition in Venezuela. Maduro is a criminal. It's not just a terrorist, international terrorist through drug cartels. It's against his own people. The thing is, and I have to eliminate the thing is from my vocabulary. I'm learning, I'm improving. Okay. Well, let's put it this way. Maduro is a terrorist against his people, and against the United States and some other countries. But what really happens is, from the United States, you cannot attack another country because they are attacking their own people. This is crazy. We should be able to do that and to help another countries. But legally, we cannot do that. Marco Rubio and Trump could not bomb any country they want, despite that's the rhetoric, the left, and the propaganda from communist and socialist people is being saying to everybody. It's been telling to everybody that United States go and make war everywhere. That's not true. The truth is, in this moment, is a very important thing to eliminate Maduro, to solve a couple very important problems in the United States that they are causing. And when I say they, I say Venezuela, I say Cuba, I say even Mexico and Colombia, and of course, Nicaragua. They organized a couple problems, big problems that United States have in this moment. One is the border. They are pouring people in the border, and it's not only because they're sending their own people and they are pushing their own population to come to the United States because they destroy their lives in their countries. They persecuted, they hungered them, they destroy every possibility for a future in those countries, and then population later or sooner are coming to the United States in, looking for freedom and opportunities that the capitalism have. Not only because of that, not only because they send spies into the United States, not only because they take this like an invasion ideologically, but because they not only push, they facilitate. These countries facilitate the massive illegal immigration in the United States. They've been doing it for years now. And in this moment in 2025, they have professional, perfect machine organized with airlines, travel agencies, coyotes, or como how you say that, uh, trafficking people, and they have everything organized to get illegal immigrants inside the United States. It doesn't matter where you're from, not only from Cuba, Venezuela, Nicaragua, but China, Nigeria, any country in the Middle East, any country, and um, um, in the Middle West. I don't know. Anyway, they facilitate massive illegal immigration. Cuba, Venezuela, Nicaragua. They sell the tickets, the plane tickets. They allow these people to go through their borders, through their border patrol that are corrupt. Ortega stops or allow the pass of illegal immigrants into and out of Nicaragua. So this is a machine, a monumental, perfect machine to introduce a lot of people without vetting, without any filter of any kind into the United States. It's a very dangerous machine. Okay? And what is the principal goal to do that? It's because they need to change the ideology of the people in the United States. It's not the same when you've been living for years in a democracy, in a freedom country, in a free country, and it's not the same when suddenly you pour a lot of people inside, you collapse the system, the education system, the health system, the food stamp, and any other aid system, everything collapse. And you, that way, you manipulate the real estate prices, the minimal wage or real wage level. You manipulate a lot of stuff when you bring a lot of people, like a lot, I mean millions of people at the same time. Not gradually, not with a pace that you can assimilate. And at the same time, people who's going to disrupt the American way of life because they don't understand, they don't speak the language many times. They don't want to integrate because they had no time to understand exactly what is going on. And if they really want to live like we live here, is something that is very, very disruptive economically, socially, and in every way, politically. So that is a war against the United States. That's why Maduro needs to be bombed or taken away from Venezuela. Maybe he's able to negotiate his way out of Venezuela to another country. Maybe he's able to do that. But the thing is, I doubt it. let's see. Maybe he surprised me. Okay. But I just read an article from the New York Times saying that Maduro asked for 2 years to leave power in the negotiations with Marco Rubio and Donald Trump. Marco Rubio and Donald Trump came to this table of negotiations with the whole army in the Caribbean Sea. The whole army, the greatest destructors, the greatest Marines, the bombers. I mean, everything is down there. Everything. And they say, Marco Rubio say, on November 24, 5 days from now, you're going to be in our list of foreign terrorist organization. So you're going to be a military um, target. So we are going to bomb you if you don't leave in 5 days from now, from today, 5 days. So Maduro, what he said, Marco Rubio gave him 5 days and he came back and he said, okay, I want 2 years. I want 2 years, said the guy. Tell me something about that. My goodness. Tell me something about that. 2 years asked Maduro, and of course Trump said no. But the best thing of everything is that Maduro said, "Oh, we don't want to talk to Rubio because Rubio is very rude. Rubio threatened us, and he's the worst ever, and he's Cuban American mafia." Right? Cuban American mob. So Trump said, okay, let me think. No, you have to talk to Rubio. That's why Cuban Americans, we love Trump, because he's the only one that had understand what is going on and how he can solve the main problems, the biggest problems that the United States has right now in this moment are because of this stupid and evil organizations, socialist and communist, in Cuba, Venezuela, Nicaragua, Colombia, Mexico, Brazil. Is because of them. Mandani here in New York is because of them. Charlie Kirk's assassination is because of them. The colleges brainwashed our kids, our youth, our future leaders is because of them, is because Cuba, Venezuela, and Nicaragua, and Brazil socialist communism corrupt criminals in power. Is because of them. And Donald Trump has understood that. And Marco Rubio too. No, Marco Rubio knows that because he's Cuban. He knows. He's Cuban American. So he knows exactly how this work and how they do it and how they lie to everybody and how they get into the system like they were legit when they're not, right? So I love Marco. We love Marco. Marco, we love you. You are so brave. You are so smart. You are so great. So great. We Cubans are in love with Marco and with President Trump. We understand exactly what is going on and where our loyalties lies in this country. And Republican Party is going to have our vote forever. Forever. So we love you guys. I'm so happy. This is Christmas. This November is Christmas for us. In 4 days, we're going to have Christmas all around. Maduro deserved to be bombed. Cuban dictatorship and Castro family, all of them, the dictator the puppet in power in Cuba, his wife, all of them deserve to be bombed or threatened to be bombed. They have to leave. They have to leave now. And we are so happy. And you in the United States, you're going to see such a difference in this country when all Cuban Americans can go back to our country to rebuild our country. And we can, make a beautiful synergy of business and commerce and a lot of things between Cuba and Florida. It's gonna explode, guys. It's gonna explode. Economy is gonna explode. Prices are gonna go down, and a lot of things are going to happen in South Florida. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful because Venezuelans are going back to their country to rebuild Venezuela too, and it's going to be a beautiful thing to watch. It's going to be an amazing thing to watch, and it's going to be a beautiful thing. And you're going to notice in the United States, you're going to notice the fight for freedom and against communism. We need to be on top of that. We just cannot allow the communists to get into our schools and to take all over our local governments. We cannot allow that, and we are not going to. Cubans, Americans, we love this country, and we're going to fight against that, because we really are very grateful to this country. And after these 5 days and the month to come, when Cuba is going to be free too, and it's going to be democratic, and it's going to be a republic again, we're going to fight 3 times harder for the United States, and we're going to be 3 times grateful for all that we are going to owe to you guys, and to Donald Trump, President Trump, and to future president of this of this country, Marco Rubio. You are the best, both guys, and we love JD Vance. We love all of this cabinet. So thank you so much. If you are watching this show, you can follow me just in English in YouTube. The channel is the Cuba Times. In Instagram is the Cuba Times too. So you can, if you only speak English and you don't want to watch, or you don't want to follow my Spanish content, you can follow me in the Cuba Times in Instagram and YouTube, the Cuba Times, at the Cuba Times, and you're gonna follow me just in English and all my content in English. Wednesday, sometime in the day, I make this podcast in English, the Freedom Show, so we can talk about communism and the truth about communism for the United States. So please follow me and subscribe to get more content like this. Like me, please, and share with your friends, because this is very important. It's a very important fight. It's a great battle. It's the battle of our lives. So well, thank you so much, Ariane. Hello. Thank you so much, everybody. Hi, Sandra. You're special. This is a fantastic idea. Thank you so much, my darling. You're always there. Really, Selena de la Feria, how are you? My friend, Lourdes. Saluditos. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Uh, oh no, 53G2. If you like communists so much, go to Cuba. Go and live to Cuba. My beautiful people, I love you so much. Thank you, Jesus Gonzalez. Thank you, everybody. We love you, Iram Valdez. Thank you so much. Thank you, Patricia. I love you. Please give me a like, subscribe, and activate the bell, the notifications, everything. I love you. Bye, bye, bye. Let me see. I have here this. The Freedom Show, guys. See you next week.